Today on Days of Our Lives, Sarah takes a move after confiding in Konstantin, who further ingratiates himself with Maggie, and Steve causes Chad to reevaluate things with Stephanie. Maggie also lashes out at Xander. Theresa tells Konstantin she's playing the long game with Alex when they speak on the phone. He echoes her, designating Alex Victor as his heir. They sure as hell didn't want Xander to be the one. When Sarah carries Victoria into the Kyriakis living room, he hangs up. Sarah inquires as he drools over the infant, wondering why he was mentioning Xander. Xander gives Sloane the command to punch Sarah hard as he's in his apartment talking on the phone. A vengeful Maggie knocks on his door, and he hangs up. "You have no right to try to take away my granddaughter," Xander retorts, claiming that Sarah misrepresented Rex's paternity for his daughter. As it happens, Maggie did as well. Maggie, looking uncomfortable, tells of appealing with Sarah to be honest with him, but having to honor her wishes. Xander says he's sorry for yelling at her. "How is she doing following Victor?" he queries. She sobs, acknowledging that although it's difficult, Konstantin has made things a little easier. Marlena, Steve, and Marlena pack treat bags in the pub. Marlena has a headband adorned with a Medusa snake. Kayla has an eye mask commemorating the Day of the Dead, and Steve has a mask covering his lower face that gives off an eerie vibe. Kate brings in Charlotte, dressed as a witch, and Thomas, dressed like a ballplayer. Kate picked them up from school, and Stephanie and Chad are working from home. At home, Chad types on his laptop while wearing a vampire costume. In another room, he yells at Stephanie about Titan's damage control because they've disturbed a turtle's habitat. Chad answers the door when the doorbell rings, but nobody is there. Then he pauses to watch Stephanie come out of their chamber, dressed as an evil queen. The previous Halloween they spent together, Abby wore the same costume. Following a tense conversation, Stephanie makes a move to avoid upsetting him or the children. Theresa sees Alex's white business shirt stained red as he races to meet her in the park. He clarifies that he was thrown on by a turtle activist who had combined red color with corn syrup. Alex asks her to accompany him when she advises he head home for a shower and a fresh shirt. Theresa advises that they stop having sexual intercourse and focus on getting to know one another better. Perhaps he could get her lunch. Now that he has inherited $1 bazillion, Alex knows he can spare it. He will depart, change, and return. As he walks away, she fans herself. Yes, the long game. Theresa sees Alex's white business shirt stained red as he races to meet her in the park. He clarifies that he was thrown on by a turtle activist who had combined red color with corn syrup. Alex asks her to accompany him when she advises he head home for a shower and a fresh shirt. Theresa advises that they stop having sexual intercourse and focus on getting to know one another better. Perhaps he could get her lunch. Now that he has inherited $1 bazillion, Alex knows he can spare it. He will depart, change, and return. As he walks away, she fans herself. Yes, the long game. When Chad and Stephanie arrive at the pub, Kayla pulls Steve aside to tell him to stop talking about getting married. She notes that Chad said he didn't envision himself getting hitched anytime soon. Stephanie walks up dressed for the street, while Chad appears decked out as Dracula. As Stephanie admits that her costume didn't exactly fit, Steve displays worry. Steve stops to talk with Chad as Kayla leaves for work. Maggie is raving about how amazing Konstantin has been at Xander's. Although he notes that Konstantin isn't really fond of him, Xander is appreciative of that. She can rely on him too, he tells her. They are related. Maggie claims that because of that adorable baby, they always will be. Both of Victoria's parents ought to love and support her. She hopes he can resolve his differences with Sarah. Sarah leaves the mansion as Konstantin offers to take the child to the nanny. When Konstantin and Victoria are by themselves, he says that her namesake is a terrible son of a bitch who wants to steal all of Victoria's money. Maggie later sees Konstantin again, and he gives her a photograph of Victor. Maggie says it's beautiful, a tearful one. Sarah goes to Kayla's office and makes a job request. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us.